Of course. On a Friday afternoon, this is Empire Crypto TV. We are with Stone today. I'm waiting for my Crypto King to come along. He said he's gonna, get his equipment restarted again. But for now, I'll be keeping you company. If you are watching from anywhere, thank you for coming in or for tuning in this afternoon. If you are in Africa, if you anywhere in the world, good morning, good evening, whatever time zone you are in. This is Empire Crypto TV. Of course, you are chilling here with Stone, and we'll be discussing the market, but mainly we're going to go through some digital stuff. But before that, as usual, we have to look at the market analysis, fundamental analysis, and of course, what's going to be happening next. Now, this today we've been having a bit of a bullish bearish trend forming in the crypto space. A very difficult Friday, but there are explanations. Looking at my relative strength index, is still at 60 something, so that shows that the market is still having a very bullish trend. The market or the crypto currency or the Bitcoin is a bit more expensive than it should be. So you would expect candlesticks like that forming. But for now, I just want to go through some. So I would just want to tell people to share the live show, of course, and invite your friends, from all over. And we are live, of course. So do subscribe on the show, and then we are live Monday to Friday. Just keep on showing these slave shorts that are just coming out. It's just part of the production that we go through as Empire Crypto TV. But without further ado, let me jump into the markets and, of course, to the fundamental analysis, both technical and fundamental analysis. And we have the Bitcoin today. Still on that bullish checkmate. I'm looking at the daily chart, and I was also observing Ethereum. Ethereum, one of the most promising coins that and then it just has that small bullish candlestick that is forming right here. Now, this afternoon, Friday, in Africa or anywhere right now, there is a likely possibility that there could be a bullish trend forming overnight into the weekend. But if that does not happen, there might be a reason, there might be news that might come up. Of course, the Crypto King is on his way as well. That can change can cause the trend to go reversewards. But the original trend, if there is justice in this system of trading, the original trend is an uptrend. Even on this weekend, the original trend is an uptrend. Looking at the Bitcoin, even though we have the struggling. Now, the reason why we have a little bit of a struggle with the Bitcoin right now, before we go to the weekend, it is that regression. Buyers are just selling to buy again over the weekend. Now, this is speculation. This is trading. If you are not strong enough, you will panic. The reason the moment you see this candlestick here, there's people who start to panic and say, "Oh no, this bullish checkmate. I think it has reached its exhausted measure, but it's not yet exhausted. It is here live, and I don't think this is an exhaustion stage. How much cryptocurrency right now is $43,000 per coin. It still has the potential to go to that $50,000 per coin, like I was saying on the cryptocurrencies. Going as far as they can go. There's my Crypto King there. I just want to add him on. How are you, Mr. Crypto King? How are you this afternoon?
Hi, it's done. How are
To the
you,
show.
man?
Welcome to the show, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the middle of technical and fundamental analysis. Just the beginning of the show. It's not that far, it's not that long. We have started the show just predicting the market on this Friday afternoon. What do you think, man? Let me just go through the marketcap.com, the coin market cap, The market cap actually this afternoon, it decreased. Did you notice, Mr. Crypto King? 1.7. Can you see
Oh
on the screen?
yeah, look, before I go any further, I would like to greet everyone, our
Okay.
viewers, Empire Fam. Welcome back, guys. It's a Friday evening. We're going for a weekend. And it's been an exciting week. Profits have been made, especially those who are trading, those who are holding for long term. The market looks positive, it looks good. Yeah, look, there's been coming back to you, Stone. Yes, there's
Yeah.
been it's a dramatic week. We
Mhm.
saw the market going to 47,
Yeah.
48,000.
Yeah. Let me
Now
just show the
coming
chart.
back again to 43,000 USD.
$43,000. Yeah.
So yeah, look, it's a very good opportunity for traders. Traders are making a lot of money. We are making a lot of money. I've been trading, especially this week. I've been glued on my computer
Wow.
24/7 trading these movements. So yeah, the market has been actually
Friendly.
much rewarding this week.
Wow.
So yeah,
Okay,
look, we're
man.
going to on a weekend with
Yeah.
smiley faces.
I'm smiling myself here when you say that you've been making profitable trades in the past week because you have analysis yourself that you also analyze that, we've been experiencing a bullish trend this week alone. You have to admit, but coming this Friday, even yesterday, Thursday late, we just saw the market just going down, and I was trying to understand what could be the reason, what are the news that did come out. But when I look at the research, I didn't see anything. But when I look at technically speaking, it is the RSI, relative strength index, and I did also explain yesterday has reached its overbought condition or almost reaching its overbought condition. Right now, the RSI, when I'm reading, it's at 60.4, and that's almost going to the 70 mark, because 70 and above is overbought. So the buying power is a bit too much, and a lot of traders or a lot of people who are looking to coming in might be too expensive for them, at $43,000 per coin. But there are buyers that are looking to re-enter the market after this bullish trend that has formed round about this weekend. Do you have any prediction this coming weekend?
Well, look, of lately the weekends have been so green, until maybe Monday. But yeah, look, the market will. I don't see any movements, any changes from where the market it is. It will be trending there for the whole weekend, 43, 44, 43, 44,
Yeah.
up until we see what next on Monday.
Yeah, of course. Another market that has been moving. I hope, man, looking at ADA, um, ADA is not pumping as much as I want it to be. But, it's correlated with the mother of all cryptocurrencies, which is Bitcoin. When Bitcoin took that knock yesterday, last night, for the Thursday market, obviously smaller coins like ADA felt the knock. I take this coin and I've been analyzing throughout the week because it's one of the smallest coins that is inactive. I think it's seventh or fifth, I'm not sure, on the coin market cap.com, but it's on the top 10. I will be also following other cryptocurrencies as well that yeah. Okay, there's a sound that's coming from you there. I don't know if you have something that you have switched on.
No, it was just the
Oh,
sound
okay.
from
All right.
our broadcast. Oh yes, look, you're welcome back, everyone. Please, guys, let's share some comments. Make use of the comment section.
Yes.
Let's discuss if we've got some questions or something that you wanna talk about, or if you love the show, please indicate on the comment section. Give us some love, guys, some likes, love likes, so that we have energy to share this crucial information with you.
Yeah.
All right, we live today talking a
Yes.
different discussion. All right, what's
Yeah.
happening this one?
Yes, like I'm just coughing up this chart for ADA. Like it just dropped a little bit under the resistance. It broke through, then it came back. Now that's because of Bitcoin taking a knock, And the coin market cap, as you can see, 1.7. But going into this weekend, we might see that $2 trillion coming back. And of course, there's news that came up of Ethereum. Now, Mr. Mapi, as we go through the digital age, Ethereum will play a very powerful role because of smart contracts and them moving and improving their way of doing business and their developments. Okay, let me just share this news with you. Because I've been indicating about Ethereum's potential to become a power cryptocurrency. Okay, Ether, if I should say, Ethereum is the blockchain that Ether runs on. It's time to differentiate between the two. Ethereum is up 28% over the past few weeks. How high can it fly? Says the writer. Okay. As of this writing, Ethereum, okay, we know the story of Ethereum coming up, and then in the sector of 367 billion, you might want to start, and here's some reasons why Ethereum is, pushing so high. Okay, gas fees. Have you heard about gas fees of Ethereum, Mr.
Yeah,
Crypto
of
King?
course, gas fees of Ethereum, they are of a concern.
Okay,
They are very high. You find out that the amount that you are transacting, it
yeah,
will cost you more, to
wow,
transact. Let's say you want to transact 100 US dollars worth of Ethereum. You end up
yeah,
paying 200 rand, 200
wow,
US dollars just to transact that.
wow.
So, look, the hash fees have been of major concern in the space.
Now look at this now. Gas fees are trending down as of 2 weeks ago. Ethereum's gas fees are down 35%. That's it. All right. As developers continue to upgrade the network under its ETH 2.0. Now, do you remember I told you about the moving from the proof of work to proof of stake? That ETH 2.0 is the new development that Ethereum is looking forward to. But now let me continue with the development plan. That plan will also boost transactions per second to more than 100,000, which is intended to further reduce transaction costs. The one that you speak about right now, chronic network congestion and settlement delays. Ethereum continues its deflationary drive, according to Ethereum tracking website ultrasound.money. A total of 1.079 billion of Ethereum fees were banned during January. You heard about mining rewards, but now miners are no longer getting rewarded, but the crypto that is in the it gets banned because they are moving in that proof of stake level. Setting a single month record, a fee burn is an automated self-destruct mechanism which removes from the circulating supply of coins a certain percentage of Ether. These fees were previously used to pay Ether miners as reward for the proof of work. Listen now, protocol as they validated transactions on the Ethereum blockchain. Okay. And then it goes on to say the fee ban started August 5, 2021 as a key step towards upgrading the Ethereum network to a more efficient proof of stake consensus model following the activation of EIP 1559. The ban feature is an intentional effort to reduce the overall circulating supply of Ethereum as a way to make the particular coin increasingly valuable using the basic supply and demand principles. I'll stop right there. As Ethereum moves into proof of stake, we're gonna see a definite transition in Ethereum's prices. Right now, Ethereum, as we look at the chart, it's $3,000 per coin, and it's been moving in this flow in between the Bitcoin and Ethereum itself for a very long time. You'll hear Bitcoin, maybe it's hitting $40,000 or $43,000. It will come a time when Bitcoin is $43,000. There is a possibility that Ethereum could go maybe to something like $10,000 per Ethereum because they are applying new technologies and because of smart contracts. But this technology is still young, and some of the technology that Ethereum has supported is the DAPPS. Now, DApps are a latest form of apps. There were apps before, and then now we are moving to DApps. So Ethereum looks like a serious power from this point in time, Mr. Crypto King. Wouldn't you say?
Well, look, looking at Ethereum, it's when at its peak it went to all-time high of 5,000 US dollars.
Mm, mm.
There were a lot of people calling it at 10,000 US dollars. So, of course, the market retraced, but it's still very much possible for it to reach 10,000 US dollars. Look, that's the number two projects on the coin market cap. So yeah, look,
Yeah,
when Bitcoin goes further and further to 800, 900, 1 million, what do you expect for the number two, which is taking 19% space in the
yeah,
cryptocurrency,
19%. Yeah, yeah,
19%. So yeah, look,
yeah,
with volumes, use case,
yeah.
projects that are backing up Ethereum is likely to hit the all-time high of 10,000 US dollars very soon. So there was last year, there were some calls when people saying Bitcoin is gone, it's way too much, way too expensive, but Ethereum is still very much affordable. When it was
Yes.
around 4,000 US dollars, 5,000 US dollars, which I also still said the same thing. If you couldn't find Bitcoin, say you wanted to buy full Bitcoin and you find it already at of 50,000 US dollars, 40,000 US dollars, we can still have luck with the Ethereum, which is still at 3,000 US dollars. So if you buy Ethereum now, five of them, 10 of them, two of them, whatever the number that you can afford, it
Mm,
can be good investment in future.
mm. Well, Ethereum is well balanced. Unlike some other coins, other decentralized applications that are out there, sort of all cryptocurrencies, they are being hacked, they are being corrupted, and Ethereum is still holding a solid. I haven't heard a story about Ethereum being hacked or being getting involved in some sort of a negative scandal within the digital space. I don't know if you've heard a story before, but there's stories that come out. Some of the bad stories. I know these stories. We tell them all the time. But these are some of the crimes that come up in the digital space. Multi-chain DeFi, like multi-chain DeFi, decentralized finance NFT platform, Dego finance suffers 10 million hack. Another hack has happened 13 minutes ago. This news came out, and of course, also Joe Biden, the president of the United States, took into conversation and encouraged cyber security. And not only cybersecurity is important within the decentralized finance, but a whole lot of things are going wrong when there's no cybersecurity. And Joe Biden to convene private sector leaders for cybersecurity talks in August. As we are moving into the digital age, the forms of crimes right now that we are facing are cybersecurity, and cybersecurity is a major concern at this point in time. And then it goes on to say Washington, President Joe Biden and senior U.S. officials will meet private sector leaders on August 25 to discuss ways to beef by cybersecurity. A White House spokesperson said on Wednesday, underscoring the need of collective action. And of course, you also find that there's also cybersecurity companies that are available all over the world that are rendering their services. You have Web Titan, you have Pantera, you have Spam Titan. I don't know if you are familiar with any of these companies, Crypto King. And do you think that in this going towards the digital age, you know, do you think these companies are quick enough to catch up with the speed that the cryptocurrencies is growing? I know that they are there, they are available, but do you think like they are doing enough, you know, to recover from all of these hacks that are taking place in the digital space, not only in the crypto market, but in the entire system or the ecosystem of the virtual space?
Well, look, in every revolution that happens, there are some challenges, of which these are challenges that we're meeting now: cybersecurity when it comes to the internet revolution, the artificial intelligence revolution. These are cyber security problems that we have. But of course, at this point in time, it looks like the criminals are winning, the war, but
Mm,
not
mm,
for longer. I believe the the authorities are working 24/7 to see how they can combat such crimes. But we're looking and expecting breakthrough very soon,
mm,
before there is more damage in this space, because these guys, they're tainting the industry, especially in the blockchain and crypto industry.
mm,
We do not want to go a day or a week hearing that a certain exchange has been hit and so much assets have been stolen. That's
mm.
bad for the industry.
Wow.
So let's see what's gonna happen. But I also feel like blockchain also should have came with something like security. I know blockchain qualities like transparency, incorruptible, but
Mm,
I feel like it lacked that part of security. There should have been security whereby we say anything which is on blockchain cannot be stolen, cannot
mm.
be tampered with when it comes to hacking, cannot be hacked, you know. So that's where the problem came about. Yeah.
You know, to tell you the truth, I don't know what these geniuses do when they are hacking, what they are tapping into, what they are using, what system are they using, because you know clearly blockchain is a trusted open source. Anyone who tampers with it must be able to rewrite everything that has um, been done before, which is a very difficult task for them to. I don't know how they operate these
Look,
cyber criminals. To
there
be
is
honest, I don't know.
Sandile there. There is Sandile is raising a very important question or important comment there.
Yeah.
It says maybe cyber securities are the ones who hack the system. It's very important. Look, some of these hackings are spearheaded by the developers of these systems.
Yeah.
Like I might have a project myself and employ these developers to do that project, to develop that project. Find out to those
Mm,
guys, they will leave a loophole where they can enter in future the when the business or when the project is doing well. So some of these hacks are done by former employees,
mm,
former developers or partners, especially in the blockchain project. We see a lot of projects being developed or being started by partners, and along the way partners tend to separate or have different ideals. They tend to go separate ways. That's where the cracks comes in. So it's we cannot look far, we have to look closer. What exactly you know what's happening, who are these people who are hitting these projects hard?
yeah, of course, looking deeper into the situation. But you know, the couple that was caught in the United States after hacking that 3.6 billion, I don't. They have no traces whether they came where they came from and so forth. But you'll never know what's happening out there. But of course, in the digital space and a digital future that we have right now is, of course, DApps are also coming in to the space of the cryptocurrencies. Now, there were apps, Facebook, um, YouTube. So what happens is now devs are taking over, but it's still far into the future. And I just wanted to talk about that as well. That's the main topic, and one of the topics that I wanted to talk about is the devs. And I want to just go to the origins of the devs itself, just share some knowledge on devs. Decentralized applications. Now there were application, application. It was just application when you have Facebook. Okay, is an application that can operate autonomously. Automated applications are typically through the use of smart contracts. Now, some of these smart contracts are held by Ethereum blockchain, and most of these smart contracts agreements take place on the Ethereum blockchain with other tokens being involved that runs on decentralized computer blockchain system, like traditional applications. Well, you know, though there's these decentralized application, they still have a long way to go, and them being still have a long way to go. Do you think they are susceptible to hacking? Do you think that they could be hacked? Do you think that there might be a solution, through these devs? Because when you have devs, it's sort of like you own your own data, and you sort of like you own your own Facebook. You don't have to have the central part for you to have when you send a message or when you send a man. And one of the first devs that has been implemented is Bitcoin itself, because it uses peer-to-peer transactions. You don't have to have the third part of it. So have you ever heard of any devs, or have you ever heard of the concept devs, or in your experience, Mr.
Look,
Crypto?
it's not a new concept. It's been there for some years. It's not. It's been there for some years, especially in the crypto space. Um, we've seen applications as well, but of course, there's still also that loophole, or where they can still be hit hard by these hackers. Look, also, these hackers are more clever. They are intelligent somehow. They know how to play around the system.
Yeah,
As long as something is created, there's a human interaction. Somehow there is
yeah,
always gonna be a loophole. That's
the
where the
loophole.
problem is. But of course, look, we're still developing these applications, like DApps, decentralized finance, and stuff.
Mm,
So we're still looking at solutions. We never
of course.
stop looking at solutions, one at a time, and at some point we might crack the codes.
No, that's powerful. And to add on about devs, this is some of the disadvantages that devs may have. Though the use of devs is still in the early stages, and thus it is experimental and prone to certain problems and unknowns. There are questions as to, sorry about it. Okay, so it just goes to the advantages. I don't know. Okay, there are questions as to whether the applications will be able to scale effectively, and particularly in the event that an app requires significant computations and overloads a network and causing network congestion. You know, those are some of the disadvantages. The ability to develop a user-friendly interface is another concern. Like Facebook, it's all set up for you. You know where your pictures, where to send a message, and all that stuff. Now, devs will have that kind of a problem. Make it user friendly kind of issue. They still gonna have to work on that. So devs is an early development, though it's not been implied. But though there are devs, there are companies that are debt friendly. You have DAPPS, it's a private company founded date, and most of these companies are young companies. 2017 BCD diploma, a private company founded 2017. These are new tech companies that are making millionaires. 2015, 2019, Previka, small companies are.
Look, before you go any further, since you are commenting about being the youngest companies, the new companies, the ecosystem, the world has changed. It's no longer like before, whereby someone will tell you that Facebook was started at 2004, and then it was listed on the exchange, on the stock exchange in 2012, and then it started making money 10 years later or something. The industry has changed altogether. We see projects being started today and start making money within the same year of starting. The next year or within the next 2 years or 3 years start making money. So especially in the blockchain space, industries, the blockchain space, the projects start making money as soon as they get into the public, as they get into the community. So gone are those days when companies will be started. They tell you that Amazon started in which this year, and then it stayed online, started making money after 10 years or so. So those scenarios are fastly fading away.
Of course, man. And DeFi, there's also another type of debt that is about decentralized finance. And also there is gaming debts, but we're gonna just focus on decentralized finance. And one of the decentralized finance debt application that is well known is Aave. Have you heard of Aave? Aave now allows you to borrow money, and also you can borrow people money. You can lend people money. This is the interface of the dev. Interesting thing to see. Of course, it has, you know okay, just want to show you. Okay, Binance being involved, you have these to borrow, deposit, total, borrow. Now when you borrow money with this platform, you also get rewarded. There are interests that you get, but now this thing is a peer-to-peer. You don't need a central bank to control your transactions. If like you had to sell Ethereum for $1 million right now, it can happen. No one can ask you question. Like Paxful, if you send in, if you sell someone Ethereum for $1 million and someone pays for it, you're gonna get that money. No one is gonna question you. Say, oh no, the Ethereum price is supposed to be like that. But the decentralized application makes sure that you stay private with your own data on your own, and then you do your own thing, and then this Aave application also allows the freedom and flow that. But at the same time, although it says decentralized, but Aave is a central authority in a sense, digitally speaking. Aave is a central authorities, and it will come a time where, well, like Meta and all these talk about decentralization, but in a way we are still under
Yeah,
a
look,
system, that
yeah, look.
requires us to control.
When talking
Yeah.
about Aave, it's an interesting project, interesting indeed. I'm much involved with Aave because
Mm,
I invested on this project way in 2017, 2018. I remember I bought the coins. They were land before. They were called land before they changed to Aave. I bought so many coins way back when they were still cheap, and a year ago it changed from land to Aave. I remember I made 20,000 US dollars from this project, from when I bought it cheap. I think I bought it way below 500 US dollars, but it changed to Aave, and I made a lot of money. I made 20,000 US dollars from this project.
mm,
And you can see it's still going very far, it's still going up, and looking at the solution that is providing. Of course, there will be some new solutions in this space that are coming up, but it's still a very interesting and attractive project in this space.
Yeah. Of course, people are just moving away from apps, and apps having, issues, of course, like this app here, well-known app, not the DAP, but a well-known app, which is called TikTok. It's going around, there's some unsatisfactory. TikTok shares your data more than any other social media app. You know what's happening with these apps when they are facing these dApps? They have already planned, like Facebook. Facebook has built Meta. Microsoft has built its own metaverse. They call it Meta Microsoft. Facebook calls it Metaverse. So that way, yes, they repeat the word Metaverse, and then Microsoft has Microsoft. But anyway, TikTok shares your data more than any other social media app, and it's unclear where it goes. Study says, goes on to say, these are some of, I can say, negative news that can come about the present day apps that we are experiencing today. Two of your social media apps could be collecting a lot of data in you, and you might not like what one of them is doing with you. So these are some of the things that the dApps are trying. These are some of the problems that dApps they're bringing solutions to, because you can be able to not trust the medium, or the middle partner, or the middleman. In other words, you can just have your own dApp with yourself without anyone corrupting it. But now these are some of the challenges that devs are trying to overcome. That's according to recent study published last month by mobile marketing company URL Genius, which found that YouTube and TikTok track users' personal data and more than any other social media apps. So, what do you think about that statement, Mr. Crypto King? Do you think that apps are sort of like in an uncomfortable, or they have become uncomfortable to use, especially in a sense of privacy, you know, and being hacked and so forth? The thing is with dApps using, because they okay, let me just say this: the TikTok and present day applications, they you have to answer to a central part, which is TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. But with dApps, you have to communicate through the blockchain technology. You don't have to go through these Facebook, TikTok, and all of that. Because of blockchain technology, dApps have become convenient in that sense. You know.
Look, the issue of privacy is very sensitive in the sense that it's unlike before. Before we were very private, whereby I do not want people to know who I am, my information, my details. But because of these platforms, I mean, everyone knows who I am. I'm in the public domain. Whatever I eat now, I post it online, and people know that I'm eating what. Wherever I go, I post online. People know where I'm going. We're moving away from that privacy. Of course, it's still a big issue, especially with the authorities. We saw Mark Zuckerberg being grilled at some point because of the data, the privacy issue, and stuff.
Mm.
But you can't really stop it. It's going to a place whereby eventually people will be like naked in public, naked on online, whereby you can know everything about people. It's still an issue now because we are coming from an era, a period whereby we are very much private, but slowly it's changing. Slowly people are becoming open. Slowly people are becoming public. You know, eventually everyone will be like, I know where Stone is sleeping. I can see Stone. It's more like in the metaverse where I will see Stone. There is Stone is sleeping. There is Stone is dreaming now. Is dreaming now. I will know what you are doing at any particular time. This is where everything is going. So yeah, it's something else. But anyway, thank you for watching. we are live here at Temper Crypto, and
Of course.
let me just share something here to our viewers.
Okay.
All right. Yes. Yes, our viewers, finally is happening on the next week on Thursday. Do not miss this show by any chance. All right, we'll be talking about building a property portfolio from cryptocurrencies. We've seen there is one of our leader. She's got property number 12, not just property, expensive machines, expensive mansions where she's building a property portfolio, and she will be here on our screens teaching us, giving us some insights on how she has managed to build her property portfolio. So do not miss it out. What you just have to do, please go onto our YouTube channel and subscribe. Empire Crypto TV. That's where it will be live. You will be watching it live on Empire Crypto TV. All the information will be there. Let's celebrate success. We can't be talking about crypto without success. Let's see the results. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what crypto is doing for people. And do not miss this show. Start marketing it. You can screenshot it. Start marketing it. Show to people. Invite your friends. Invite everyone. But most importantly, subscribe on our YouTube channel so that you do not miss this live broadcast. All right.
Okay.
All right. Anything else from you, Stoney, before we close?
Crypto King, I don't know. You can, close. I just wanted to share a video with the listeners, just something educational. I know that you have a lot of commitments on your side. I don't know. Maybe you can stay if you want to stay, but I have to finish this off with a digital education about Metaverse, since you have just mentioned about Metaverse and Omniverse, two brands that are rivaling one another, one from Microsoft, one from Facebook. So they give this really educational, mind-opening about the digital space, about the future of the metaverse itself. I'm sure you have seen some of these features. If you may allow me, to engage in this sector. So are you ready? You can, stay around and, I know you have done your thing already, but okay, just enjoy everyone who's watching the show.
As the digital and physical worlds come together, we are creating an entirely new platform layer, which is the metaverse. We're bringing people, places, and things together with the digital world in both the consumer space as well as in the enterprise. Take, for example, Dynamics 365 Connected Spaces, which we are announcing this morning. Connected Spaces provides a new perspective on the way people move and interact in physical spaces, whether it's a retail store or a factory, or even how organizations manage health and safety in a hybrid work environment. You can do analytics, you can get real-time insights, you can run simulations, you can automate routine tasks. And when we talk about the metaverse, we're describing both a new platform and a new application type, similar to how we talked about the web and websites in the early 90s.
Imagine you put on your glasses or headset and you're...
Okay, the previous guy was for Microsoft. Now enters Mark Zuckerberg with his metaverse from Facebook.
Instantly in your home space. It has parts of your physical home recreated virtually. It has things that are only possible virtually. And it has an incredibly inspiring view of whatever you find most beautiful.
Hey, are you coming?
Yeah, just got to find something to wear. All right, perfect.
Now, as he goes through that, his costume, that costume is a non-fungible token that you can purchase on the metaverse. You can purchase the clothes that you need to wear on the metaverse using cryptocurrencies as well.
Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
What's up, Mark?
Whoa, we're floating in space? Who made this place? It's awesome.
Right? It's from the creator I met in LA.
This place is amazing.
Boz, is that you?
Of course it's me. You know I had to be the robot, man.
I thought I was supposed to be the robot.
Whoa.
I knew you were bluffing.
Hey, wait. Where is
So
it?
now we are in the space here. We are in the metaverse.
In the metaverse, I want,
Hey, should we deal you in?
Sorry,
Look
I'm
at
running
that.
late, but you've got to see what we're checking out. There's an artist going around Soho
DAPPS
hiding
can
AR
do that.
pieces for people
That's
to
a
buy.
DAPPS, not an app.
3D street art? That's cool.
Across the Microsoft cloud,
He
from
represents
Azure
Microsoft.
IoT to Azure
Okay.
Digital Twins to Connected Spaces and Microsoft Mesh, we're building the Metaverse intrinsics, the Metaverse platform for you.
Now, I just want to say this. It's very interesting that when technology is improving, like the movement from apps to dApps, because the Microsoft, Facebook originally are creators of apps. But now they have moved on to higher levels, which is the metaverse, where they're gonna do a virtual or augmented virtual reality, and it's a very interesting move for them because they foresaw that okay, these apps are gonna come to an end, and we're gonna need to improve, and this is what they're doing for the future.
You to build upon. In a sense, the Metaverse enables us to embed computing into the real world and to embed the real world into computing, bringing real presence to any digital space. For years, we've talked about creating this digital representation of the world, but now we actually have the opportunity to go into that world and participate in it. What's most important is that we are able to bring our humanity with us and choose how we want to experience this world and who we want to interact with. I can't overstate how much of a breakthrough this is. It's no longer just looking at a camera view of a factory floor. You can be on the floor. It's no longer just video conferencing with colleagues. You can be with them in the same room. It's no longer just playing a game with friends. You can be in the game with them.
The feeling of presence. This is the defining quality of the metaverse. You're going to really feel like you're there with other people. You'll see their facial expressions, you'll see their body language, maybe figure out if they're actually holding a winning hand. All the subtle ways that we communicate that today's technology can't quite deliver. Next, there are avatars, and that's how we're going to represent ourselves in the metaverse. Avatars will be as common as profile pictures today, but instead of a static image, they're going to be living 3D representations of you. Your expressions, your gestures, that are going to make interactions much richer than anything that's possible online today. You'll probably have a photorealistic avatar for work, a stylized one for hanging out, and maybe the fantasy one for gaming. You're going to have a wardrobe of virtual clothes for different occasions, designed by different creators and from different apps and
Wow.
experiences. Importantly, you should be able to bring your avatar and digital items across different apps and experiences in the metaverse.
Features like grid views, together mode, and presenter mode in Teams mark the beginning of bringing 2D immersive experiences to collaboration. But human presence is the ultimate connection. When you and I can have a meeting where we are all present together without actually being physically present, that's the next big breakthrough. And we are approaching this thoughtfully because we've learned from similar transitions in the past. Mesh for Microsoft Teams will allow you to connect with presence and have a shared immersive experience directly in Teams. Let me now turn it over to Ellen Shook and Jason Warnke from Accenture to share how they plan to reimagine work with it.
There's a new and extremely transformative sector.
Okay, as you saw there, those are some of the things that I wanted to share there on digital space going into the future. Now these companies now are competing on a higher level, as you can see there. Of course, when you are using these DAPPS and all of these things that you saw there on our presentation. You also need the VR glasses for them, and or virtual glasses that you need to use so that you can be able to engage in the metaverse. You cannot just go in there. It's just that this is the part where that Mark
Tell
Zuckerberg
me
that
some.
is missing.
Okay. I want
Okay,
I
no?
want to ask you, where do we get these VR classes? And is
iPhone
there a
makes them.
possibility that I can also be a distributor for these classes? Of course, I know for the time being they might be expensive, but there will come a time whereby they are affordable to everyone.
Yes, Sony makes them, iPod makes them, and various other hardware companies, and I think also iPhone, yeah, iPhone and Apple. Apple, yes, Apple is very much involved in making the hardware. You know, these are technological companies, phone companies, computer companies. You know, it's just them transitioning to making these hardwares. They make the hardwares, and then Mark Zuckerberg and Microsoft, they make the software. That's why they call it Microsoft. They make the software part. They design the worlds of metaverse. They will design all the clothes. They will design all the cities, like Decentraland. You know, they are the one who do the software part, because it's a part where it is a vital part. It joins with hardware as well. You know, so but to answer your question, whether you gonna have them, in order for you to have them, I think you have to create them yourself and distribute them yourself. Yeah, I think I don't know any deals that allow people to have their own VR glasses at this point in time.
All right.
That was it.
Okay. No, Christoph, thank you so much for everyone who came through.
Yeah.
We are here at Empire Crypto TV. This is home. There's so much information that is being shared on this platform. Very insightful. So, yes, guys, thank you so much. Have an awesome weekend. Do not do what I'm not going to be doing. So, yeah. All right. Do not lose your money also on the markets. Do not withdraw everything. Just leave something on the markets. Let's meet again on Monday. Do not forget to invite everyone. Invite your friends, guys, to subscribe on our page. It's just free to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Is free. You don't pay anything. Do not be scared of the word subscription. Subscribe. It's free. You don't pay anything. You just tick, and then whenever we go live, you get a notification. And of course, we always giving away some goodies, some money, some shibas on our YouTube channel. So if you have subscribed, you stand a chance to get some free tokens on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Let's meet again on Monday. Enjoy.
Peace.
Okay, super.